He liked dropping red-hot squares of metal on victims' chests and ripping them off.
Oh! Oh! Ibn Battuta, The Mass Sultan Part 3. Haven't forgotten about this series.
May 1332.
This series is actually quite good.
Ibn Battuta and his wagon train have pitched their tents on a hill, waiting to see sight of the royal caravan they wish to join. His train full of servants, enslaved people, and concubines has been waiting a long time. Then, dust on the horizon. "We saw a vast city on the move," he wrote, "with its inhabitants, with mosques and bazaars in it, the smokes of the kitchens rising in the air, for they cook while they march, and horse-drawn wagons transporting the people."
Is this Turkic people?
He descends to meet Ozbeg Khan, ruler of the Golden Horde.
Oh, Golden Horde. Mongols, okay. Looking forward to see what happens here.
When Ibn Battuta crossed the Black Sea and landed in Crimea, he'd soon realized he'd crossed into another world. Though the Khanate's state religion was Islam, the more European provinces of the empire were thoroughly Christian, filled with Russians and Ukrainians. And that meant red-haired people with blue eyes, who ate pork and made evil noises.
You should have just said Slavic people, but whatever.
By ringing
It'll be more accurate to say Slavic people because there was no like Russian, there was no Russia, there was no Ukraine, there was just Rus people. That was it. You should have just said Rus people, but whatever. Guys, you might think that, oh, that's just so petty to like nitpick, but it's really important to portray things, objectively speaking, as accurate as possible, because there's a lot of people who actually do watch this stuff and unironically use this stuff to learn. I mean, yes, I do watch this stuff to partially learn, but as I said in my videos before, I'm not just going to only use this stuff to learn. In fact, I've said plenty of times, if you have any books that you know I would like to read, do recommend it for me, because I do intend to just read books on my own to learn about this type of stuff in more details. But there's many people who don't do that, and you know, they hear this type of stuff and they unironically take it at face value. You know, it's just like, you just got to be accurate with these things, and then you get misconceptions and all that nonsense and all that stuff.
Their church bells, a sound that terrified Ibn Battuta. But he soon passed out of the infidel lands and entered the steppe, traveling for the first time by wagon rather than horse or camelback, joining a Mongol caravan in order to find the Khan and link up with the Silk Road to India. And he found much to like about the hardy and competent Mongols, but also much that shocked him. Even the observant Muslims drank alcohol, for instance, arguing that the Quran forbade wine and wheat beer, but not millet beer or fermented mare's milk. Ah, sweet, delicious loopholes. These different
I was just about to say that. That's amazing.
Came into stark relief when he met Ozbeg Khan, entering his huge gold-tiled tent and finding the ruler sitting on a silver throne, flanked by 4 unveiled wives. In fact, he was soon to learn that the Khan consulted his wives on matters of state in public, and that upon entering a tent, it was the Khan that stood until his wives were seated. Mongol society often treated women as near equals, and powerful women held a position higher than less powerful men. This was very different from his native Morocco.
Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Just learned something new here. Oh, I've never heard anyone talk about how Mongol society treated women. That's actually quite cool. That's actually really, really excellent.
Where a leader's wives might privately wield influence, but were never seen in public. Ibn Battuta spent Ramadan with the Khan, visiting and conversing with his wives, and becoming particularly close with the youngest, Princess Bayalan, whom he shared much in common, for she too was far from home and adrift in a strange culture. The daughter of the Byzantine emperor, given away in a political marriage. Ibn Battuta sympathized, but for different reasons. While he liked the Khan, who was a generous and able ruler, he disliked how the man drank, even showing up for afternoon prayer one day, stumbling drunk and nearly incomprehensible. But as a point of etiquette, after all of the gifts and hospitality the Khan had bestowed upon him, he really couldn't just drop the mic and bail on his latest patron. So instead, he asked the Khan if he could take, you guessed it, a side trip. because Princess Bayalun was pregnant and got permission to have their baby at home in Constantinople. So, Ibn Battuta requested to accompany her, as it was the perfect opportunity to take said side trip, not just in safety, but in style. The request granted, Ibn Battuta set out with the princess, doubling back to the city of the Byzantines, seeing the Hagia Sophia and meeting the emperor, marveling at the city's relative religious tolerance, and touring the Golden Horn. But there was a bit of a problem. See, on the way back home, Princess Bayalun had started throwing off the facade of Islamic conversion, and now it was clear that she wasn't coming home.
Oh no! No! Oh, that's so wrong. Oh no!
And an escape plan. So Ibn Battuta had to turn around with the royal caravan, retrace his steps, and inform the Khan. Except now it was winter on the steppe, and Ibn Battuta, a Moroccan, was not used to snow. It was so cold.
Yo, I feel that. Quite literally. I'm metaphorically. Yeah, I'm not used to snow. I've never really seen snow. I want to say I've never seen snow. I've never seen snow, like actual snow falling, pouring. Like I've seen like one pile of snow and that was it. Literally one pile of snow and that was it. Never really seen snow in my life. So yeah, I'm not used to that either, man. I'm only used to tropical weather because I grew up in the Caribbean and I live in Florida.
That they traveled along frozen rivers as if they were roads. So cold that when he washed his face with hot water, it froze in his beard.
Whoa!
So that he wore 3 fur coats and so many layers of clothing underneath that he had to be helped into the saddle. But they made it to the capital of the Khanate. And after presumably telling the Khan about his wife, because he never actually mentions the reaction, Ibn Battuta joined the trade caravans toward
Wait, what was the reaction though?
India. This was some of the hardest traveling of his career, through mountains and dry country, and his recollections of it are confused and non-specific. In 8 months of relentless travel, he met the Khan of Chagatai, had a daughter, and finally crossed through the Khyber Pass into India. They had to spread blankets in front of the camels so their feet would not sink in the deep snow. The Indian border authorities met him as he crossed into India, questioning him about his intentions and qualifications, and telling him that should he wish to work for the Sultan, he must agree never to leave India except on official business. He agreed and signed a contract. Then,
nah, bro, is he still gonna lie? I think he's gonna lie.
He took out a loan to buy the Sultan an appropriate gift of horses, gold, and enslaved people, knowing the custom was to be granted an even larger gift in return. Yeah, he hadn't gone gold digging across 3 continents without learning how this stuff worked. When
Nah, bro, I respect it though. Respect the grind. It's just funny though. Honestly though, it's quite realistic. I like it though. I like it. It's quite realistic. This is why I like watching this series, because there's so much hilarious things about this series that, you know, as wild as it sounds, it's still real. It's very much still like reality. And I said this in one of my previous videos. I was like, I really wish more people would show history like this, to show people like, yo, these people were no better than us back then. Like no better than us, bruh.
The party arrived, Ibn Battuta was overawed. The Sultan's wooden palace, known as the Hall of 1,000 Pillars, was one of the largest structures he'd ever seen. Could it be that the rumors of the Sultan's splendor and generosity were not an exaggeration? Well, unfortunately, it would be a while before Ibn Battuta found out, because Muhammad Tughlaq, the Sultan of Delhi, was out crushing a rebellion. But in his absence, the Sultan's vizier accepted the gift and gave Ibn Battuta silk robes, a house, the tax revenue of 2 villages, which is 5,000 silver dinars a year for those of you keeping score at home, plus another 2,000 dinars as a starting bonus.
Holy
Ibn Battuta.
No, bro. Imagine you're a villager, bro. You are getting taxed constantly. You're a peasant, and you find out that your money that you're getting taxed, oh my gosh, is going to some random foreign traveler. What the heck, man? Oh, this is such a meme. This is such an absolute meme. Even today, so many people don't even like getting taxed because they know damn well that their money is not going where it's supposed to be going. Oh my goodness gracious me.
Was floored. He was already part of Delhi's landed aristocracy, and he hadn't even been given a job yet. Then, things got even wilder, because the Sultan returned to Delhi in triumph, riding to the palace on a war elephant, the first in a great procession of armored beasts, and on the back of each elephant was a huge basket of treasure and a catapult. Entranced, Ibn Battuta watched his men shoveled gold and silver coins into the machines and fired the treasure out into the celebrating crowd.
Oh wow.
That's when it hit Ibn Battuta. This was a dream job. Coming here was a great idea. And this was only reinforced when he met the Sultan. And Muhammad Tughlaq liked the Moroccans so much that he made Ibn Battuta the Qadi of Delhi. And at this point, even Ibn Battuta was like, thank you? But maybe that's too much. I mean, except for being a Qadi on a caravan, I never had a real job or tried a case. In fact, your religious law here is a bit different than the type I studied. Not to mention your court language is Persian, which I don't really speak well, so maybe we just let me work my way up? Huh? The Sultan told him not to worry, assigned 2 deputies to do the real work, and doubled his salary. Unusual, undoubtedly.
What is this?
But Ibn Battuta was about to find out that the Sultan of Delhi was a bit of an eccentric.
We need a number.
An unorthodox visionary. Some referred to him as mad. Early in his reign, he'd experimented with issuing copper coins backed by gold, but that scheme fell apart when Chinese traders wouldn't accept them. Then, he decided to found a new capital and move his court to central India. And when the elites resisted, he used troops to force them. That too collapsed. And now, fearing the entrenched power blocks of the elites that hated him, the Sultan was hiring any foreigners that showed up so that they would be personally loyal to him. Which was good, at least for Ibn Battuta. He became close with the Sultan, observing as the monarch a religious scholar in his own right, invited Hindu and Jain holy men into the palace for religious debates. He even accompanied the monarch on military campaigns. At one point, the Sultan brought Ibn Battuta to see the Hindu yogis perform tricks, like climbing a levitated rope, a performance that terrified the devout young scholar. But
what is that? What, levy rope? What in the world? I don't know what it is. Why is it terrifying? What?
It was a financial problem. Keeping up with the Sultan's lifestyle, the extravagant hunting trips, the constant gift giving, and hosting officials at his house actually put Ibn Battuta into debt.
Oh, like so many people in real life. This reminds me of how so many people on social media, they like take out loans and stuff. Oh my god, it's crazy. Have like rental cars and whatnot just to flex on social media. And most people are so dumb, stupid, and gullible that they actually fall for it. When in reality, those people are extremely broke because of that lifestyle. Like most people really and truly like cannot keep a super duper lavish lifestyle like that you see on social media, bruh. Like this is why I like this series. There's a lot of parallels I'm seeing here with today's time / modern world that you could honestly draw, and you could make the parallel connections and patterns. Yeah, bruh. That's Ibn Battuta, you were born in the wrong time. He will be perfect for 2024, 2025 soon. Oh, Ibn Battuta is the type of guy who would literally flex rental Lambos to get more money and make you buy his course, bro. That's the type of dude Ibn Battuta is, based on what I see from him.
Was problem number 1. Problem number 2 was that the Sultan was a psychopath.
I literally, the moment I heard what the border guard said that he can't leave India, I was like, yeah, nah, that's red flag. That's not even red flag. That's just straight communism right there. Like, nah, that's too much of a red flag. Like, how do you ignore that? If that was me and I heard that, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting out of here.
Ibn Battuta, who often flattered his patrons, wrote, "The Sultan was far too free in shedding blood. He used to punish small faults and great without respect of persons, whether they men of learning or piety or noble descent. Every day there are brought to the audience hall
Hey, equality for all, am I right?
hundreds of people, chained, pinioned, and fettered. and they are executed, tortured, or beaten.
Oh my
Muhammad
goodness.
Tughlaq killed advisors for disagreeing with him. He tortured
Bruh.
holy men who refused to come to the palace. Particularly, he liked dropping red-hot squares of metal on victims' chests and ripping them off.
Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! I was not. Yo, I'm not prepared for that. I was not prepared for that. Oh,
If he really hated someone, he'd throw them to his trained execution elephants,
No.
who would use the swords affixed to their tusks to play catch with the unfortunate victim.
oh my!
And perhaps that's when
What into what? How can people? Oh my! Okay, we're at the end. Yo, give me a second. I was not. Yo, I'm speechless. What the heck?
Battuta. Coming here was a terrible idea.
Terrible, bro. How did he not see the red flags? How did he not see the red flags? The red flags were right there as soon as he reached the border to India. Oh my goodness gracious me.
He began plotting his escape. Legendary.
Yo, look, man, this one was short, but this one was so interesting though. Look, you made it all the way here. If you like what I got to say in my reactions and videos, man, make sure you subscribe. If you like my reactions, go check out my other reactions on my channel. I have plenty on my channel. If you have any suggestions, you can go comment it down below. If you want your suggestion to be done much more faster, you can just become a member on my channel for 99 cents a month, or if you want, you could do the $10 one, or you could just give me a super thanks. It doesn't matter, it's up to you. I mean, eventually I will do your suggestion, but if you like donate me money, I usually like do it instantly. But again, that's up to you. I'm not really asking for you. I'm just giving you a suggestion that if you want your suggestion to be done quicker, you could do that. Anyways, man, thank you for watching and goodbye.